What's up, everyone? It's Doug with Retro Geek Gaming, and thank you for joining me for another video today. A lot of stuff that I want to get around to talking about eventually, and hopefully I can get around to talking about them sometime. But I do want to go ahead and make this video first because I feel as though it's important to talk about now before the Nintendo NX is revealed. Now, which, could be tomorrow, could be later today, could be next week, could be 2018. We don't really know. But I wanted to go ahead and talk about this. I can't remember his name, I'm sorry, but basically one of the lead people at the Pokemon company basically came out and they said that Nintendo is rethinking what it means to be a portable and what it means to be a console. And there are people that are flipping out over the internet. They're thinking that this is confirmation, that it's going to be a console, hybrid, it's going to be part portable, part console, This confirms everything. Calm down. Because they were saying the same stuff about the Wii U. Remember, the Wii U gamepad was supposed to be able to go on the go and do off-screen play, and blah 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 blah. And that turned out not to be true. What I think this is talking about, and one of the reasons why I think people just instantly they have that rumor in their head, they have that idea in their head that's going to be a console portable hybrid, and so anything that comes out that talks about this, their mind instantly goes to its confirmation that it's a console/portable. But what I see is what I always see. This is just confirmation of the architecture. Because, see, I think that Nintendo, like I talked about before, is going to do multiple SKUs. It just doesn't make any sense. Because, I mean, if they put all of their... And I'm just going to reiterate a little bit some of the points that I made in earlier videos. If they put all their ducks in one pond, and that pond dries up, they don't have any more money coming in. You see what I'm saying? It would be like if they did not have the Nintendo 3DS at all. They just dropped support for the Nintendo 3DS because they felt as though the Wii U was going to be it. It was going to be a financial success, and there was no need to have a portable. And then the Wii U fails, and Nintendo loses a bunch of money. You see what I'm saying? I think that's going to make more sense for them to have a portable that probably plugs into the TV. That's what people were thinking of. That is a means for them to play it like a console if they want, but it ultimately is just a portable. But I also think that there's going to be a separate yet similar home entity, a console, for the people that they want the console. And it just makes a ton of sense because having an overpowered portable that has horrible battery life because of how powerful it is, no one's going to want to buy it. No one's going to want to buy something that's going to last for 2 hours, 3 hours, because, hey, the graphics are great, but I can't play it for very long. Plus, not to mention if there's stuff that's running in the background, downloads, stuff like that, it's going to eat up the battery even faster. And especially if they make it pricey because of the fact that, but it also doesn't make sense for them to just focus on a home console completely either. So I think that what you're looking at is, again, an architecture, a way of making games come out for both, like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, for example, and maybe it runs on the portable at, say, 720p, 30 frames per second or something like that, but if you put it on the console, maybe it runs at 1080 or 4K at 60 frames per second. You see, maybe it has a way of scaling it. To where if you take a game like Axiom Verge, for an example, and you buy it on one, you get it for the other as well. And there's a way to switch back and forth. Similar to what Microsoft is doing with the whole Play Anywhere initiative that they have going, where if you buy a digital version of a game, you can play it for both Xbox One and PC. I think it's going to be similar to that, but I think it's going to also have it to where the architecture works, to where, again, the shop is the same, and if you're playing it on a portable, you can just switch like that to a console, and you can take your saves over because it uses the same cartridges. And again, all of this could end up being true. We could really have a portable console hybrid, and only Nintendo is really going to be able to come forward and say with 100% certainty. But I'm just the kind of person that I don't like to address these rumors. I don't like to talk about them because it's rumors. And if I sit here and I come forward and I speculate 100%, well, this is what I think is going to happen, and it's wrong, then I look like a fool. And if I'm wrong about what I think, then by all means, I'm wrong. I've been wrong before. I'm not sitting up here and making a 100% confirmed prediction that this is exactly what the NX is going to be. But this is just what I feel, because it doesn't make any sense. You know, Nintendo, they dominate more on the portable market in a region like Japan, for an example. So it wouldn't make sense for them to come out with just a portable, because it might not necessarily meet those people that they want to have a home experience, but their console might not do that well either, like the Wii U did, and they need to have something to back up that SKU in case it doesn't work out as well. So what I think it is I think it's going to be very capable hardware. I don't think that developers would be behind it like they are. You know, Ubisoft talking about how great it is, Bethesda talking about looking into options for it. And you know that a company like Bethesda, they basically crapped all over the Wii U. So to hear the exact opposite of what we're getting with the Wii U makes me think that Nintendo has learned from their mistakes when it comes to the Wii U. The NX is going to be a more capable system. I would like to see games running natively at 4K, 60 frames per second, but regardless of whatever Nintendo does, I'm not worried about the specs. I've already told you the reasons why I don't care about the specs. It's mostly just because of the fact is, even if Nintendo comes out with the most impressive piece of hardware to date, Scorpio's coming out next year that's going to put it out of the water. And even the Scorpio more likely might be blown out of the water by anything that PlayStation might plan further down the road, or et cetera, you know, or even with the next gens, if we do get another generation of consoles, what they might even be capable of. So that's the reason why I don't care about specs, because at the end of the day, if I enjoy playing a game, then I enjoy playing a game, regardless of how it runs and how it looks. Now, granted, there are exceptions to that. It does have to run semi-smoothly and look semi-good, because, I mean, I have played some really bad games before. But all I'm saying is that, for the most part, specs don't really matter. It depends upon... Because the Wii U, if it was properly supported, if it was properly advertised by Nintendo, I'm sure it would have gotten a lot more third-party development, and I'm sure that it wouldn't be such a big issue as it is now. We would still be seeing games coming out for it like we are for the 3DS. So hopefully Nintendo's learned from it. I believe that they have, and I believe that they're going to give us an improved architecture, and that's what they mean by rethinking what it means to be a portable and what it means to be a console. I think that they're finding a way to blur the line, not with hardware, but with the way the software works. So maybe resolution changes, but the controls are the same, and you play it however you want, because you can put the portable through a TV if that's how you want to play it, and if you want to play it on the go, then you can just take the game with you to the portable. If you want to play it at home in a higher resolution and a higher frame rate, maybe put it on the console. Things like that. That's what I think that they're talking about more so than it's going to just be one device. Because Nintendo has already come out, and they basically said that they are going to come out with a family of systems. I mean, it's what Satoru Iwata said, and I don't think that they're going to go back on that. Again, Nintendo is the only one that will 100% be able to confirm this. When they show off the hardware, that's the only time that I'm going to really believe 100% what's being shown and what's being told, because everything else that's coming out just, it seems like it's false. You know, that's just my 2 cents. You're always welcome to put your comments down below about what you think the Nintendo NX is, whether you agree with me or not. That's perfectly fine. We're all entitled to our own opinion. But I just think that everybody is instantly misthinking it. That because somebody says something like that, oh, Nintendo's rethinking the way a portable and a console work, that it's instantly like, that's 100% proof right there that they're coming out with a console portable hybrid. And I'm like, that's not necessarily true, because Nintendo kind of started to do that already with the Wii U. Because the Wii U was going to have off-TV play, and I'm sure if it had been more successful, they may have come out with a more advanced version that might have had it with a gamepad, could have gone further out or something like that. But as long as you're within a certain distance of the Wii U, you can technically play your game off screen like it's a portable, technically. So they already kind of technically blurred that line, at least the way that I look at it. I just think this is just taking it to the next level, to where instead of having to wait for them to take a game like, I don't know, Super Mario 3D World, for example, and have it then be a completely different game or rework to work with the portable, it's the same game. Similar to like what they're doing with Yoshi's Woolly World. You know, you have Yoshi's Woolly World for the Wii U, and then you have Yoshi's Woolly World for the Nintendo 3DS, which is essentially the exact same game, but with some added features in there. Same thing with Super Mario Maker. You know, basically it's the same game, just some of the features change. I think that that's what we're looking at more or less, is you're going to get the same game to come out for both systems, maybe through a shared architecture that somehow maybe takes game saves over somehow, I don't know, and just instantly you can pick up and play from right where you left off. Maybe the resolution changes, maybe the frame rate changes, and that's what it is. I don't think it'll, because just in my mind it doesn't make any sense, because that would be like if Sony put all their eggs into the Vita basket. You see what I'm saying? That it's something that probably would not have worked out so well for them, because the Vita didn't work out so well, and because the PlayStation 4 is doing so well, they basically essentially dropped the Vita. So we're just seeing the exact opposite here of Nintendo. They're basically dropping the Wii U because the 3DS is doing so well. And I think that Nintendo's learned from that. That's why I think that we're going to see very capable hardware, probably something along the lines of the PlayStation 4 Pro, maybe a little bit better with native 4K gaming. Probably not as powerful as a Scorpio, though, I can imagine. And even if, as long as it's reasonably priced, even if it's not capable hardware, I would be okay with it as long as I'm getting the first-party exclusives that I want to play. You know, you show me a Metroid, you show me a Zelda, you show me maybe, you know, a new Mario game, maybe some great third-party games that are coming. You show me the stuff that the NX is capable of, and then I will decide if I want to get it from there. But that's just my 2 cents. I've kind of rambled on about this, and kind of gone around in a circle, and I'm sorry for that, guys. I just really want to make it abundantly clear that I think that everybody is looking at the NX wrong. That they're instantly seeing something of like, oh, it's a leaked photo that proves... Okay, they could just be showing you, if it is really leaked, that could just instantly just be the portable. No one ever thought about the fact that they're just showing off the controller, not the console. You see what I'm saying? Or that it could really just be just the portable that has all those. Because, I mean, what they're talking about, I could see working for a portable. You know, the idea that it has a movable controller, so that way when you dock it, you can play it like a console. But that you don't have to, and that maybe it also works as a secondary controller, similar to what the Vita did on the PlayStation 4. It can work as a secondary controller, maybe off TV play, use it as an actual controller to the system. But the actual console itself is completely different, similar to what the PS4 and the Vita were doing. Kind of like that. Think more along the lines of that. Like how the Vita sort of had a similar architecture going, and the fact that you could take games like Destiny and all that stuff and play them off TV with it, you know. That's really what I think. But the fact that what these rumors are talking about with the whole portable console thing, I don't think developers would be behind that. And the fact that Nintendo has even come out and they basically said that, look, we're not making another Wii or another Wii U, and all these rumors are basically pointing to it being a Wii and Wii U hybrid that's going to have, you know, Wii Remote-like controllers, and it's going to dock to a screen like the Wii U gamepad. That's basically the Wii and the Wii U. And Nintendo has said they're not going to look into doing that anymore. They're leaving the Wii behind. And the Wii U, they're leaving that brand behind. And I think that that's very smart, because that's one of the reasons why I think the Wii U also suffered, was because of the fact that the Wii U was not advertised properly, and a lot of people thought that it was just basically an expansion to the Wii. I kind of thought the same thing too until I looked it up more. But when they first showed off the system, it looked very similar to a Wii, And I just thought that all it is basically just, a gamepad extension of the Wii. I was guilty of it myself. So imagine somebody who's less informed than I am and what they thought about the Wii U. But again, only time will tell what the NX is. I'm probably not going to talk about it anymore unless some really interesting rumor and persistent rumor comes up that I feel as though I need to discuss. But otherwise, I'm really going to try to wait until the NX is actually revealed to talk about it. Hopefully have some video to show you guys of that so I can also give you my commentary in real time as you see it. But again, I rambled on for quite a while. I appreciate it if you watched this long. You can always feel free to like this video. If you did enjoy this content, let me know that I should make more content like it. Feel free to subscribe. I try to make at least one video per week about something that I feel is retro, geek, or gaming related. And hopefully this week I'm going to get around to making quite a few videos. Really just depends upon where I can get openings. And again, you can also feel free to follow me on Twitter as well, at RetroGeekGaming, where I try to, get ideas for future topics out there, share more stuff that I can't really share in a video because it's just, there's not really much to say in regards to it. And also, I like to talk to you guys directly. If you want to strike up a conversation, I'd love to talk to you. But that's my 2 cents on this matter, guys. I think I'm just going to stop rambling on about it because I think I've kind of got my point across that the NX is probably going to be more of an architecture, software way of rethinking, not necessarily a hardware way of rethinking of what a portable console is. You see what I'm saying? But again, only time will tell, and I'll be here to talk about it when it's revealed. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one. And as always, I'll see you next time.